So as you all may know, I'm a powerlifter. And in the next 30 days, I'll be attempting to learn how to do a muscle up. So really, the only thing in my way of learning a muscle up was the technique. So I started searching online for tips and tricks on how to actually execute a muscle up. The first practice sort of went as expected. I just kind of tested to see where I'm at with the muscle up, did some swinging practice to familiarize myself with the technique, and I practiced the top portion a little bit. As you can see, my main issue was just getting over that middle part, but also looking back at the videos, I realized my technique is pretty terrible.
But what the hell, boy?
My workouts on this first week sort of lacked structure, so to compensate for that, I kind of made my little calisthenics routine. So today's day 3 of the challenge, and the practice is on my rest day. My roommate's really into calisthenics, so I figured that I could go to the Friday muscle up workshop with the calisthenics club here.
But what the hell, boy?
So as you can see, I tested my muscle up again, and I wasn't really making any progress from the previous session. So I asked one of the people there to show me the technique.
And then you're pulling up at the same time.
Oh wow, that's crazy. You just did it like with ease. I feel like when I put my knees up, I just kind of like kip, and I don't really use my upper body. I gotta find a way to like use them like both together at the same time.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to do it like simultaneously.
Yeah. All right, so day 3 workout, pretty successful. I talked to a bunch of the calisthenics guys, and most of them said I was actually pretty close to the muscle up. I switched up to the other bar, and it gives me like more room to kind of like swing. That definitely helped a lot. And it's crazy, we're only on week 1, so I think pretty confident with this challenge. Week 2 of the challenge. Today I have some explosive pull-ups to do, some straight bar dips, and some swing practice. You see, most powerlifters don't have a major background in calisthenics, including myself. Most people think of powerlifters as people who cannot master their own body weight, and for the most part, that is true. But I'm here to change that, so that's why I'll be going on this 30-day challenge. My morning weight's usually around 90, but I walk around 92 kilos, and I'm about 6 feet tall. Just believe me, guys. I can do a clean set of 10 pull-ups while completely fresh, and I can do 90 pounds added to my body weight on dips for 5 reps. All right, so that was not that bad of a practice at all considering the circumstances. I actually think I got closer with the muscle up. I didn't check the video, but I'm pretty sure I did actually get pretty close. All right, we're on the 5th practice of the challenge. Today I have a heavy set of weighted pull-ups and then just an AMRAP set of like regular bodyweight pull-ups. So let's get to it. So one thing I noticed during practice today is that my bodyweight pull-ups were way more explosive, which is good. That means that the stuff I've been doing to train for the muscle has been working, and I'm excited to see where I'm at for this Friday's practice and see where my muscle up kind of stands. All right, guys, so today is the last day of week 2 practices. This means we're almost halfway through this challenge. I have a pretty good feeling because my technique has been feeling better throughout the week. My explosive pull-ups have been feeling great as well. So without further ado, let's go. So to start out with today's muscle up practice, I decided to see where I was at. I tried again and again and again, and another time, and another time, and one more time. So with each attempt, it became apparent that it just kept getting worse. So I decided to do my explosive pull-ups and also my dips for the rest of the workout and then just call it a day right there because I was pretty tired. So we're back at the park again. This time it's first practice, week 3. So I'm going to start out by testing out where I am with muscle up, and then we'll just get into the regular workout. After those 3 attempts, I decided to go on with the rest of my workout, doing my explosive pull-ups and dips. Again, I didn't want to do too many attempts because I don't want to fatigue myself, and all the attempts kind of looked similar. For Tuesday's practice, I did a PR set of 3 with 55 pounds on the weighted pull-up, and after that, I just did an AMRAP set of 9 pull-ups. I didn't count the last one because I kipped too much. All right, today's the final practice of week 3, and today I'll be testing to see where my muscle up is at. I honestly don't know what to expect for today. I'm not really sore, not really fatigued. I gotta make this session count because we only have 1 week left before I have to actually be able to do a muscle up.
Kip. Oh, man. Push. Oh, he's right there.
After those 3 attempts, which mind you were very closest I've ever gone to being able to do a muscle up, I just did the rest of the workout, 3 sets of 4 of explosive pull-ups. And then after that, I did 3 sets of 4 dips. All right, so today's practice actually went very well. I pretty much got to where I need to be in the muscle up. I just need to actually push now because now I have the height. Now I just need to be confident enough. Now I just need to pull back on my fatigue, on my workouts, And then next Friday, which is when I will test it again, I should be able to finally do it, but we'll see. So now we're on the last week of the challenge. So if I'm not able to do a muscle up in this week, I pretty much failed the challenge. And obviously I don't want to fail this challenge, right? So I asked one of the calisthenics guys and they said to kind of like taper off my volume, which is what I'm going to do this week. Basically what that means is I'm going to cut out the extra pull-up volume from my workouts just to let my body rest and recover so that by Friday I'm able to actually have the energy to be able to do a muscle up. For today's workout, I'm only going to be doing 3 attempts for the muscle up, maybe some dead hangs, and that's about it. Oh, and also I won't be doing any muscle up practice until I actually test it on Friday. So going into today's practice, I felt very fatigued because I had a very heavy squat, bench, and deadlift workout. And as you can see by my attempt, yeah, that was a rough one. And my second attempt was no better. And neither was my third. All of a sudden, it felt like all the progress that I made from this challenge was suddenly gone. I was more sore and fatigued than usual, but I guess it did make sense because past 3 weeks I've been training really hard for this challenge, and I guess my body just needs a little bit of a break. But it still kind of is shocking to me. I had such a good practice Friday, and today's practice was worse than week 1. But I feel like this kind of ties into the plan. I was supposed to take kind of a lighter approach to this week anyway, so I feel more rested and recovered. So I'll see you guys for the final practice. All right, guys, today is finally the day where we test the muscle up, the last day of the challenge. So I'm a little bit nervous for today. I'm also kind of excited because I feel more fresh, more recovered because I cut off some of the pull-up volume that like I said I was going to do. And so today could either go really well or really bad because Sunday's practice went terrible, as you guys saw, but last Friday's practice went really well. So honestly, all I gotta do, calm down, focus on technique because I know my body's capable of technique, and just focus on pushing at the top. So without further ado, let's head to the practice. So I started off with my first attempt to kind of get the hang of the technique again and kind of just to warm up. And as expected, my second attempt went a little bit better. And the third attempt went similarly. I kept running into the same problem and it seemed as if I just couldn't get that top part. So one of my friends, Jelani, decided to give me a pep talk.
Yeah.
As long as you get your chest over it, bro, even lean into it after you get over it, like, try to think, just don't give up, right? Just literally just fight for it.
So even though I did fail the challenge, this showed me that I can go really far in something that I thought was even impossible in the beginning. It's crazy how I went from week 1 barely even being able to get over the bar to now I'm like already like over it. I just need a little bit of extra momentum. Now, does this mean I'm gonna give up on trying to be able to do the muscle up? Well, no, obviously. I still want to learn it because I'm just really close and it sucks to give up when I'm at this point. So I think one thing that you guys can take from this video is to
subscribe to my channel because I really like making these kind of videos, and if you guys want more, you better subscribe.